Hey everyone, welcome back to the Steep. So, hope you're doing well. In today's session, we're going to take a look at Maigret. And my apologies to anybody of the French persuasion out there. I am not French, far from it. So, I'm probably butchering that name. But Maigret is an excellent tool for OSINT and discovery. So, if you have a particular username or if you come across something that you'd like to do recon on, it's a fantastic tool to have in your arsenal. So, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see here, I have actually created a Python virtual environment called OSINT Tools Virtual Environment ENV. And from that standpoint, we're going to install Maigret as well as Blackbird. We'll take a look at Blackbird here in an upcoming video. But once you've done that, go ahead and source your virtual environment. And as you can see here, it should add that to the screen as you've seen in past videos and whatnot. Once you've done that, let me just switch over here to the actual git clone. We're going to git clone that package directly in. So make sure you CD or you've activated that environment if you opt to have kind of two windows, as you can see here that I do. Make sure you're activated on that virtual environment and then run your git clone. And again, that's on GitHub and it's soxoj, and then that's going to be maigret.git, and then just put that into a Maigret directory structure. Now you're going to see here I have listed the directory structure just so you can get some familiarity with it. As far as the tools themselves or the files themselves go, you're more than welcome. In fact, I would kindly encourage you to read through this, especially the README in particular. It has a lot of good detailed information on it about Maigret. And again, before you blindly run anything off the internet, you should kind of confirm what it is doing. So please look through all these files and directory structures. Obviously, safety first. So from that standpoint, once we're ready, it's as straightforward as running Maigret and then the username that you're looking for. So just to keep things simple, I typed in the steep. And you can see here it's actually going through and looking at over 3,236 sites. That's actually pretty fantastic right out of the gate. So from that standpoint, it's going to go through and parse all this. Now, it does take a little bit real time. So I've pre-canned this for you, and we can run something at the end of the video just so you can see how long it takes. But as it's going through that, right, it will start to give you real-time updates. So under Instagram, you can see the steep here belongs to Gabrielle Brandt. And then a little bit further down under t.me or Telegram, right, the steep doesn't actually come out to anything but an image. And then on YouTube, it actually is tied right now to Nick Cooper. And that's why you'll see our channel have the steep-ADO, just to keep it real. And then finally, Discord and Substack are some of the last outputs here. Now, in this regard, because we had parallelism set to the default, the max, I did have some timeout issues because I am out in the sticks. It'd be nice to say I was on gigabit Ethernet connections, or my ISP actually had laid fiber out here, but unfortunately not. So yeah, I'm with the polar folk out here in the boonies. But anyhow, your speeds may vary, obviously, depending upon how you're connected to the internet. So no shit, Sherlock, right? Sky's blue, grass is green. But from that standpoint, once you're done, it will give you all the returned account results as well as the countries that it searched, which I think is fantastic. And then how many accounts it was able to find. So, and just so you can see this in real time, we're going to go ahead and switch. And just to prove that proof is in the pudding here, we're going to put in Maigret over here. And I don't know. Let's look for anybody called the Jolly Rancher and see if we get anything here. Okay. And you'll see here's our real-time output. And we'll just let this do its thing, cook in the background for a little bit, and see what we get. And this shouldn't take super long, so I am going to go ahead and leave it visible so you can see it real time and not pause the video this time around. So some output already. And we're about 3/4 of the way. Right. And it looks like we're on the home stretch. If you'd like anything else obvious stated to you, I'm obviously playing Captain Obvious today. So, yeah, anyhow, hang in there. I've been on shorts for a little bit, so yeah, I'm not used to talking as much. But anyhow, here we go. So as you can see, we definitely will need to tame that parallelism aspect of things because it is giving us some issues. But the other thing that I like, right, is it is falling back to public resolvers. And these are explicitly set within my Etsy resolve.conf. So I'm using Cloudflare and Google, right? So if we wanted to switch to IBM's quadruple nines there or quad nines, we definitely could. So, and just a little bit more here. So it's not quite done, I guess. But the other thing I really like about this is it gives you the full link, the hyperlinks to everything as well. So, and one other thing, not that this is something that we would normally have with a pen test per se, but the other aspects I like, especially if I'm doing an OSINT investigation or something on the side, it doesn't look through just our common typical sites. It looks through a lot of areas. So if you're looking into gaming, business, music, everything. So you name it, it kind of covers it. And here you can see that it was limited to Russia and U.S. So please take a look. Again, for those of you who may not be as familiar, just cat that README file, if you'd be so kind, within the directory structure. Sorry, I may not be in that directory. It dawns on me. Fantastic. But if you cat that README file, you're going to see that it does give you some good syntax here. So, and again, using it with the proxy, etc. So, however you want to leverage it, using it with Cloudflare, they give you some bypass whether it's experimental. And again, keep it safe, folks. Right? Do legal things, please. Anyhow, that should do it for this go around. Hope to see you next time for Blackbird and some other OSINT tools. All right, y'all, take it easy. Be cool.